think it's fair to say our culture has a lot of questions and a lot of problems when it comes to sex. But one of the most pressing problems I think we have today is that our culture is caught in an objectifying gaze. I'm sure you feel it. Whether it's the shows we watch, the images we post, or the diets we try, our world has become image conscious. In fact, little of life is now lived out of frame. You go on a date and you post a photo of it. You go on a vacation, you post a photo of it. You attend a wedding or a concert or a show, you post a photo of it. And as we post and see other posts, there's this endless cycle of consuming each other's worlds, normally in 1/10 of a second, where our quick glance brings about casual comparison, a flicker of jealousy, or perhaps a dismissive swipe as we hungrily look for more images to consume. I think one of the most shocking accounts I've read of the objectifying gaze of our culture came in a fascinating and disturbing book by Nancy Jo Sales called American Girls, Social Media and the Secret Life of Teenagers. Sales goes across the country doing in-depth interview with girls aged 11 to 19 and presents the interviews alongside psychological studies being done on the effects of social media. The results aren't pretty. In a chapter on 14-year-olds, Sales notes the rising trend of nudes being collected and traded like baseball cards, an act which she points out is technically proliferation of child pornography, as she sits with 14-year-old girls who say, you know, there's just a lot of pressure. If you don't show anything, you're a prude, but if you show too much, you're a whore. Sale writes, for many girls, the pressure to be considered hot is felt on a nearly continual basis online. The sites with which they most commonly interact encourage them to post images of themselves and employ the liking feature with which users can judge their appearance and in effect rate them. When girls post their pictures on Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook, they know they will be judged for their hotness and in a quantifiable way with numbers of likes. Social media, which gave us selfies, seems to encourage an undue focus on appearance for everyone, but for girls, this focus is combined with a pervasive sexualization of girls in the wider culture, an overarching trend which is already having serious consequences. While I read that, I am horrified, but it also strikes me an honest reflection. All of us, to some degree, are living under the gaze of objectification and consumption. And even if we're not taking nude photos of ourselves, we abide by the objectification that quantifies every image we post with a like and uses social media to tell us what is beautiful, what is hot, and what is not. Surely, we were not meant to live life underneath the objectifying gaze that seeks to possess and then discard. But is there any other vision? As I've been reading the Song of Songs, I've been struck by this striking and unusual phenomenon that happens 4 times throughout the book. At different points, almost without prompting, the beloved will pause and will just begin describing the woman that he loves. This happens 3 times, and similarly, the woman, at one point, upon being asked, "What is it that's so special about your beloved?" is similarly going to pause and take a prolonged chapter to simply describe the beloved as she sees him. What's so striking to me about this act, which biblical scholars have pointed out is known in Aramaic culture as a wasf, that is, a slow, detailed, metaphorically rich description by one lover of their beloved, seems to be that it both affirms and defies what we're longing for today in our culture. I mean, we want to be seen as beautiful. We want to be named as beautiful, praised as beautiful. We even want to be quantified as beautiful by the number of likes that we can possess. Yet no matter how many followers we have, there is this hunger that someone, anyone, would just stop to look upon us and to affirm the beauty they see. As I read the songs, I can't help but wonder if there isn't something here to correct our gaze. What if the damage being done by those who seek to objectify, to possess, to control, and then to discard the images being seen could actually be redeemed? What if the gaze of love could be redeemed, where rather than fearing the judgment of the one who sets their gaze upon us, could actually become the kind of gaze, the kind of lover who knows how to bless the beloved by the adoration of their gaze? Is it possible to redeem the gaze of love? Is it possible to see each other in a different kind of way? Tune in to our newest episode, Redeeming the Gaze of Love, and our study of the Song of Songs, Sex, and the Search for Intimacy.